The Latest in the Gayest podcast is intended for listening by adult members of the LGBTQIA plus community and their allies. Discussions may contain material not suitable for folks under the age of 18. Listener discretion is advised.
Hello, dear fans. Thank you so much for tuning in for the most important episode of the season, in my opinion, of any season. We are
Season
here
finale.
at the finale. Now, we will not be having any lip sync showdowns, no
No.
voting, no
Jury of our
rigging,
queers.
no jury of our queers, no production rigging. We're not gonna have any of that. It's just some good old fashioned.
No robbing of
Gaming.
Shangela.
No robbing of Shangela, Monet, or who else has been robbed?
Katya.
I suppose.
I mean, a lot of there were a lot of people who
Manila, I
thought that.
suppose.
Oh, Manila, yeah. Yeah, there were a lot of people that thought like Katya was robbed instead of
I don't
a
know.
lot. Yeah, which I agree with the All Stars 2 decision. I
No,
think
also, yeah,
I think Alaska was a fitting
fitting winner.
a fitting queen. Yeah. I think she did the job well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
And then
Golly
after
gee
that, everybody.
willikers.
Oh
What
yeah, welcome to the latest and gayest. Well,
Holy
for the last time this season and this year, with me, one of your co-hosts, Josh, and my other co-host here.
Hey, hi, hello, it's me, Alex. Hi, thank you for being here. This has been, we're here today to kind of just. This is not going to be a standard episode of the latest and the gayest. This is going to be kind of our love letter to this season of the
A
latest and the
retrospective
gayest.
interview type thing.
Yeah, where we're going to kind of, just chit chat with each other. And we're going to kind of talk about, what we've learned over the course of this season. We're going to talk about many things.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to be quite the season finale. And there's going to be drama. There's going to be scandals. There's going to be betrayal. There's going to be so much that
Nudity.
There's going to be a full sex scene
Mm-hmm.
between Josh and Jack Black. So be
I'll
sure to
take
stick around. So there's just so much, and I don't think y'all are going to want to miss this one, because boy do we have a packed episode for y'all.
Anyways,
I didn't say anything. I don't know what you are referring to. Hello.
hey, how y'all doing?
Can
We got
you believe this is going to be like one of the last times that we get to say, hey, how y'all doing?
I mean, I'll be
For,
saying
like-
it probably next season too, but this is the last time this season because that was truly my catchphrase.
I think at this point it's just been coined in our history here at the show.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
It truly just has been like so. It's just been something crazy, and
Absolutely.
It truly.
And we've
has.
definitely come a long way from like where we began because that drive, I'm telling you,
Oh, girl.
it was wild. It was getting wild.
Miss Thing.
Miss Diva.
Oh, Miss Diva.
It's still
Yeah.
wild. It's even in like the short time that we've like been doing this, we've changed how we do everything so much. And even like today, like
Absolutely.
there's just new obstacles every day. Like today we had a hard time
Oh.
with our audio.
Yeah, we some of the equipment that we've been using to record the show, has been with us since the very beginning. And here at TLATG Studios, we don't really have like we don't have a professional recording studio.
We
Like
do
I
not have
said-
the professional recording budget.
No, we don't have a budget. It's just it's not existent.
It's called my bank account.
Exactly. Like all of the equipment that we use to record this show was purchased from the pockets of Josh and myself from our own money that we worked for. And we like I remember I had to put like at my previous job, I put like my pretty much my entire like Christmas bonus
Mm-hmm.
towards like the money for the equipment. Like
Mm.
that's how most of it like I got like a $200 bonus and I pretty much put the entire thing like towards the money for our equipment and then Josh like put some in as well and we've this is not a case of we already had a platform and we were just given like a professional recording studio to
Mm-hmm.
use. We pulled this shit out of our asses, out of our minimum wage asses.
Mm-hmm.
And well, you know what? Actually, no, this I'm sorry, this ass right here ain't minimum wage.
No,
This
no,
ass
no.
ain't minimum wage, boy.
This is at
This
least
is
twenty
not
two fifty an hour. Ass.
this is not a minimum wage pussy. This is not a minimum wage booty hole. This is a 401k, a 50
Oh,
50 50 grand a year booty hole.
this is a fucking Bank of America Merrill Lynch.
This is a retirement account, uh, stocks and bonds, like investing booty hole.
Mm-hmm.
So it
It's a
is
fucking
not.
Wolf of Wall Street down here.
Oh, we be wolfing and we be Wall Streeting,
Yeah,
and
and for me because substance abuse and sex,
it's
but you
you
cause
know
money.
I'm not sure if any of you out there are aware of this, but our boy Josh here, he does enjoy sexuals and sexy things
Did you
of that
just tell our
nature.
listeners that I enjoy sex?
I did just tell our listeners that you enjoy sex.
As if it's like no one else out there, no one else out there likes sex.
It's just such a controversial topic.
It is,
God, it
and it's
just
something you
like,
never saw. I didn't see it for me at first either, but once you try it, have you
you
have you
were
ever tried sex?
I've thought about it. I've heard of this thing called. This is a thing I found out about recently. It's called. I hope I'm saying this right. Missionary, I think. And it was, and it seemed like something a little bit too crazy for me. So I don't know if I'm there yet, but I've thought about trying like maybe some hand holding or something. I
Hand
don't know. I thought,
holding.
yeah, I thought that
I
that
think
could be a
I'm thinking
nice,
about talking to boys. I'm thinking about talking to guys, and I don't know. I'm shy.
like a spicy like Friday night, maybe like a
Like a
little
friend, but spicy.
like
Oh my god,
friends with oh god, what would you call that? Not friends with benefits, but like friends with like
advantages.
moderate friends with advantages. Oh my god, no. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
What are we talking about? What the fuck are we talking
We've
about? I don't know where we are.
well,
I don't know where we are.
I think we, forget the podcast anymore.
The
We're
heat's
just
getting to
talking.
us.
Oh God, it's these things have just been. It's just been crazy. It has been something else, dear
It's something
friend.
else.
Yeah, it's been wild. It has been
I just
wild.
I lose. I just totally lost track of like how do we? I don't know. I don't know where I am anymore.
How did we get here?
Yeah, how do we get here?
How
I'm
did we
sure.
get to this crazy moment in time?
I was gonna say I'm sure it makes sense if you listen to it all together, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure if that's true.
If hand holding is too spicy for you.
Well, not for me,
Oh,
but for
that's
you.
true. You know, I've thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know. We'll see. It it could be it could be something that I might try
Well,
later down the
some people
line.
stay virgins forever.
That's true.
and that is truly,
Isn't
truly
that
wild to me.
staying friends forever?
No virgins.
Oh yeah,
I mean, I know
man.
sex. Okay, well, sex is for everybody. Not everyone enjoys sex, but
Yeah. Well, I mean, hello, asexual individuals.
yes, yes, of course, of
They
course.
they
Not trying to
yeah.
disparage them at all, but
No.
there are people that are doing it not out of choice or identity and orientation. There's some people that are just unfuckable.
Oof.
Ooh.
Oh wow.
Let me tell you something. It's nothing to do with
Read,
looks. It's nothing to do with your looks.
read, read the girls.
Listen,
Read the
ugly
girls.
people have sex every day,
Uggos can fuck other uggos.
or not. Maybe you got bomb dick, or maybe you got
You know what?
I don't know.
There's, and I've this has kind of been like established. I feel like some of those like little nerdy dudes who like you probably
Mhm.
wouldn't look twice at. Some of them, they have like monster schlongs.
That thing is hanging,
They got a fucking horse 9 incher. Some
but
of
they're
those,
dragging on the concrete.
it truly is like a third leg, and it's like you would not expect it out of such a petite little frame.
Yeah,
But
it's the tiny ones. It's the twinks that they have a. It's closer to their knee than it is to their like
oh, truly.
hips or like their belly button.
But, but that's
And
also
I'm like,
why we
we gotta
like.
go. We gotta
That's
go.
also why we like the chubbies. That's why we like the chubby guys.
Well, because there's never too much to contend with, in my opinion.
It's true.
Because not to say that
They
large guys don't have. I've seen some large guys with some real, uh,
real
uh, some some pretty
they be
scary.
packing.
Yeah, they'd be packing. That's the thing too. It's all very intimidating to me.
Mm.
I just like and also I swear the bigger guys they do not know how to. I'm talking about bigger as in length. Um, they give you no warning, and they do not prepare you
No.
at all. They take like a
They're like, all right, you
a
ready?
pea-sized drop of coconut oil on their pinky finger, and then they like lightly dab it,
And
and
then
then
they
they like
just a nice handful of spit.
a handful of spit, and then they put on like a helmet with like a light on it, and they try to go fucking cave crawling.
Oh
I swear,
no! Not the miner hat.
the miner hats, yeah.
Not the
It's like
coal
it's a fucking
miners.
and then wait, are we on
Speaking
our
of speaking of coal miners, we're gonna let's take a break. And we're back. And now I feel like, this season has kind of it's been a learning experience for the both of
totally,
us
totally.
in so many ways. Um so I what do you feel like you've learned? What's something
What have
that
I
you feel
learned?
like what have you learned from doing this season of the
From
very first season of the latest and the gayest?
what have I learned during my first season of being the latest and the slayest? Hmm. I would say that I am someone that needs to plan, but I can't overplan.
Mm,
Because there are days where I come pretty empty-handed, not gonna lie, with
yeah,
the topics. Um, and I'm trying to like, I'm like, cause well, for one reason or another, like I was doing the wrong thing the whole time, or I just kind of got confused, or just was running late.
yeah,
Um, but also when I try to like have too much planned out, I kind of like overthink it and end up kind of stumbling. So like there are days where like okay, like I'll have like everything written out that I want to say like verbatim, and I'll just be like, wow, I cannot read. I'm illiterate. I'm illiterate.
yeah,
So I think today was a good time. I was like when we were doing our news segment, I had like a paragraph of like a small paragraph like okay, here's like what literally happened, and then I'd kind of say here's what's come of it, and
yeah.
I'd kind of like go off my own thing after that.
Oh, absolutely.
How about you, Miss
Yeah.
Fierceness?
I think it's definitely in a similar sense, you are right. It's taught me to like I mean, I already am kind of like a person who plans. I'm a Virgo, and us Virgos, we're very type A. We're very
What does that mean, type A?
we know how we like things,
Mm,
and it's hard for us to like stray away from it.
okay.
Yeah, and even like in my bathroom, I have everything like very meticulously like organized, and it's just like I'm somebody where, I don't consider myself like a neat freak,
Hmm.
but I also don't consider, because I do like to maintain some relevance of like cleanliness.
Hmm.
But it has taught me so much like about planning, because I and especially now that I'm working a job where my schedule isn't as concrete as it was at the previous job that I was working. Because when we started this show, I was working at a job where, my my schedule was it was the exact same every single.
Predictable.
Yeah, I knew what was coming. So that's why we were able to like kind of plan around it. And I I'm working a job where each week is kind of unpredictable. So I've kind of had to like also a little bit like learn to kind of just roll with the punches,
Hmm.
because that is something that, let me tell you, I've been working on in like therapy.
Hmm.
Like
Okay. Getting real
it's
on the
yeah.
pod.
Yeah, I've been, I kind of, my therapist has been trying to get me to like just, because I'm such like a type A control freak. My therapist has been trying to get me to like recognize the fact you can't control everything. Not
Hmm.
not everything is going to be how you want it to be. So just like, think about it and be like, okay, is this really worth freaking out over? Is
Kind
this
of trying
really
to
worth like putting so much energy and like negative emotion towards? Or can we just like,
roll with
okay,
this.
maybe, yeah,
Kind of like
exactly.
managing your reaction to things.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay. Okay. I can see that.
Yeah. And I have to like there, and then there's also, especially just even more recently with my move coming up, which also I just realized something before we started recording this. This is such like, it kind of feels like the end of the TV season, because you know how sometimes at the end of TV seasons it's like, you're all the characters are kind of like building up to like, this person's going away to do this, and
Oh, like
this person's like, oh, they may be staying in town, but they're gonna get shit done.
they're
And
gonna
like,
open up a new business, and Sandra's going to
yeah,
college, and Tina's going to Italy,
yeah, all
and
the very
Kennedy's
like,
girlfriend's pregnant,
mhm.
and like
It's
everyone just has something
very,
else going on.
oh yeah, it's very much like that, because you're working at the bakery,
Mhm.
you've got all your shit going on, and then, we're at the end of the season, and by the time this episode comes out, I will have been moved into my new apartment
Mhm.
with Lance, our tech producer.
Also, the Elton John and Britney Spears song will come out.
Yes! Oh my god. Britney is making a comeback, and finally,
Beautiful.
like a comeback that's her.
Oh yeah, and it's I'm
It's
if it's a bop, then you know what?
and it's
How
with
does the
like
saying go? I'd
Elton
say I'm
John.
surprised, but I've seen you up close and personal. It's Elton
That
John and Britney.
that Michelle Obama quote is just like,
So
ah,
relatable, so good.
that Michelle Obama, that whole thing is just like such an iconic moment in like quotable history.
Hmm.
I've seen you, and
I'd say I'm surprised,
nice, but I've seen you.
up and close.
Yeah, but it just, I feel like with so much going on in my life right now, I've just been so like, I have to figure out every single like pocket of time within my day of like
Mm,
when I can get shit done. And then there's even this has been a learning experience for me because there has been some stuff that I've fallen behind on, and I can't say that I'm proud of it, but there's been some shit that I have fallen behind on, and I've had to learn to just roll with it and be like,
mm.
okay, so that
Well,
happened. Um, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do about it?
what do we do now? Yeah.
Yeah, and like not freak the fuck out, freak the freak out, freak the freak out.
Hey now, this is what dreams are made of.
This is what dreams are made of.
Oh,
Yeah.
this is something totally random, but something I want to do for a future episode, or for
Yep.
a future segment at least. I had this idea that we both like wrote like the plot to like a porno, and we read it to each other. Like I made one and you made one, and we
Oh,
like a pitching a movie idea to you, and then you do it. Like
oh my
I think
God.
that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun. Let's save that.
We've one thing that I feel like we wanted to do more of, but never really got a chance to do, was we definitely wanted to like do some more kind of like sexy stuff, like
Oh yeah.
on this season. And it's not to say that like we didn't deliver on that, but I feel like we definitely kind of like dropped the ball a little bit on like jerking it with Josh.
Yeah. Well,
Like there
just
was
it's hard to talk about sexy things like in
that's
a way that's new and fresh.
exciting, yeah. Or even
Like
just
what are you,
like it's full dis- full transparency. Our weekly meetings that we have to like come up with ideas for the
topics and
show,
plans?
yeah, they don't go as smoothly as y'all might think.
They last maybe half an hour at most.
It's because, especially because like I work most Friday mornings. I end up like
Hmm.
working like lunch shifts at like the place that I work, and
Hmm.
so we have to like get up in the morning, and then sometimes like Josh is literally like just getting out of bed, or like just waking up.
Just opening my eyes.
Yeah, and he'll still be like shirtless, like in bed, like
Naked.
that.
Oh, hey, good morning. I just woke up. Okay, so I think we should do a Wendy Williams segment, and we just kind of like stare at each other for like 20 minutes until we think of something.
Yeah, it that truly does happen sometimes. We will literally just like we'll plan out, we'll do like okay, so we'll catch up for about like 10 minutes, and then we'll do like queer quandaries, and then I'll do like the pop culture rundown. And
Hmm.
then when it comes time to think about ideas for like the other two segments, we just like kind of stare at each other, like, and then we'll just like scroll through Twitter or like our,
Or through
everything.
Instagram and see if we can find something that pops at
Yeah,
us.
anything like strikes inspiration into us.
Hmm.
Because we just like I said, most of this shit we just pulled like straight out of our ass.
I think we should do our meetings a day earlier than we've been doing them. Like if we did them like on a Thursday morning, so we had Friday and Saturday morning to get everything. I think that would help us out a lot.
Oh,
But I mean,
you
that's another. We are maybe a little late on the on the draw with that.
yeah, right
This
now.
is the final episode.
Yeah, I think yeah, for season 2, we'll get to that part, but now it truly is just like yeah, because I mean you honestly are right though, because we do our meetings to plan out the episode literally the day before the podcast, like
And then we
recording.
both go to work after our meeting, come home. I
And
think the
then
next year.
yeah, and then
Well,
we're both like
speaking,
tired.
we're
So
both like
like
tired and like
just
capitalism be
out of
doing
it.
that to you.
Yeah.
Um,
Oh, capitalism.
do you have like, anything on your wish list that you want to do for season two?
I honestly would love to like. kind of I want to come up with more like one idea that I had was I want to do like some maybe some more like short form content like for the
Hmm.
people because
Hmm.
we want to be able to give y'all like as much as we possibly can. And so like our tech producer Lance, he aka my boyfriend, he has ADHD and with people who, it can sometimes be hard to focus on
For an
stuff.
hour.
Yeah, our shows are can sometimes be over an hour of content,
Hmm.
which even though it's great content, hello,
Hello.
I can definitely understand that it's probably sometimes difficult to like, sit there and listen to stuff for like an hour, like over an hour.
Hmm.
So I I would love to be able to like give some
Top
more
it up.
like yeah, so that way like, we can still bring out an episode each week of like, you know, what's latest and what's
Ooh.
gayest, but
Hmm.
also some like other short form content, some like, more shorter like jerking it with Josh's, some more shorter like if, I don't know, we'll come up with the ideas when it's time for season 2, but I think I would just I'd love to be able to do more of that. And I also really want to do I want to be able to do like video podcasts.
Yes. I so my dream of this is since we're probably still gonna be doing it virtually, is like you have a setup where like I can see you kind of like you're like in your chair
Yeah,
and then I have my setup and I'm on my chair. And if you look at it, it
it
would
looks
look if you we were like it's like split down the middle too. So it looks
as if
like
we were side by side.
we were side by side, but just on different sides of the room.
Yeah.
And I'd be kind of
Do
like
you?
I'd be talking over here like I'm talking to you, and you'd be
Yeah.
talking over here like you'd be talking to me, and like it
Yeah.
would
So like,
seem like we were together.
yeah. Here. So, here. Look at me. Here. Turn the other way. Turn. Yeah.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay. So so we record the show via Discord, and,
Yeah.
and here. So hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hey, how you doing? Wait, how you
Here.
doing, girl?
High five. High
High
five.
five. Five.
Ah,
I love that we're
yeah.
doing this
Oh,
before we have
bam.
like visual.
Yeah. Oh my God. I would love that though.
Yeah, I really.
I want to be able to do more with the YouTube channel.
Yeah, yeah. I'll take some video editing classes because like if I think if you
Mm,
do the pod and I do like the videos, I think that's a fair split.
absolutely, yeah.
So I'll take some. I'll go on like I don't know Skillshare and learn how to edit YouTube videos.
Oh God, yeah. Yeah, this is like have you listened to quick shout out. Have you listened to this podcast called Good Children?
I have not. What's good children?
Oh, okay. So it's this podcast with these two guys, Andrew Muscarella and Joe Higgs, and I forget like where, but they've been like besties ever since. They're both extremely gay, and
Okay.
they've been besties like ever since they were little kids growing up in like, fucking Staten Island, New York. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
actually I don't know if it was Staten Island, but like I think it was somewhere in New York, and they like the podcast is them kind of like talking about their joint childhoods, and it's actually so funny because like they kind of do that like split setup where it's like I think they film their show like in the same room together, but it's still
Mm-hmm.
like split down the middle where like one's on the other side of the room and the other's on the other side of the room, but they like edit it together so that they're
Mm-hmm.
closer. But it's still kind of like it's so good. It's so good. And so
Send it
if
to me. I'll
y'all
look into it.
yeah, if y'all out there ever want to like if you were like grew up in like the early 2000s, this is a show for you because you'll smile back and you'll laugh and you'll be like, I used to do that.
Huh,
Like
I used to do that. Yeah.
there was an episode recently where they talked about going to like when you were a kid, going to birthday parties,
Mm-hmm.
um, like and because if you grew up kind of chubby, you'd be
Mm.
like, oh, I forgot my bathing suit because like you didn't want
Oh,
to like have to take your shirt off like going into the pool, so you'd just
yeah,
be
yeah,
like,
yeah.
oh, I forgot my bathing suit, and then the person would be like, oh, don't worry, you can wear my dad's. And I was like, I don't want to wear your like 45-year-old father's
Mm.
like long bathing suit
Well,
in
is
the
he hot?
pool. Oh, you know,
What
it.
if he's like a? What if he's a dilf?
That's the thing too, and I'm like, if
Like I'm taking this home and you're never seeing it again.
imagine, yeah, imagine putting that on and being like, his balls were in this thing, and
Whole
now
dick, cock, balls, and ass, all of it.
all that junk in his trunk is now currently touching my trunk and my junk.
See, if I
And
were a young, I
a
would.
beautiful
Mm,
thing.
that'd be a thing of beauty.
Have you ever um have you actually, you know what? I'm not even going to ask that question.
No,
No,
ask it.
no, I don't know if I
Ask
want to go
it.
there. I don't know if I want to go there.
You can always edit
I
it out.
Yeah, okay. So I was just saying have you ever been like one of those gays that like if like trade kind of like leaves the under or like if they've like gone to the bathroom for a minute, you like grab the underwear and you take like a nice
A whiff.
inhale. Yeah. Have you ever
Um,
been that
I've never been that girl, but it's usually because my trade gets promptly escorted out of the building. I got
and
things I
like
gotta get. I got things going on.
when it's
I got
over,
things. I got
it's
things to
over.
do.
Babe, as soon as your children are inside of me, it's say la vie.
Divorce, and I'm keeping the
It's
kids. Ew, ew,
I'm
I hate
keeping
it. I hate that I just said that.
I'm keeping the house. I'm keeping the dog. I'm
Oh
taking
my god, I'm
I'm
keeping the
filing
kids.
for custody. Yeah.
Yeah, and you will have no custody.
Oh, truly.
Yeah. And something else, kind of in the same vein of like the kids at the pool party. I
Yeah.
remember I wanted to get baptized.
Did you really?
Let me tell you why though, because when they told us about it, it's like okay, it's gonna be really cold. So after you get baptized, we have like a shower with warm water in the church, like going.
Oh.
So you like basically like warm back up because it's gonna be really cold. It's gonna be really really cold.
Oh.
I think it was like in
Okay.
winter,
Huh.
and the way they're doing it. And I
Okay.
thought I don't know why I thought this is how it worked because I knew nothing about religion.
Okay.
I thought that it would be just the guys and that we were all gonna be naked. I don't know
Oh.
why. I don't know why that's what I thought baptism was.
All of
That we'd all be
y'all were
naked
just gonna
and we'd
get
all shower
butt
after because
naked,
it was cold out, so we'd all get in the shower to be naked, and I would see all these naked men, and I was like, "Mom, I want to get
flopping
baptized."
around.
Yeah, and she was like, "You do?
It's like,
That's fucking
are you
weird."
kidding
Like, are
me?
you
Yeah.
like I was never about that life. I was never really super religious kid.
No.
So
Uh,
yeah,
yeah, I think but
I think
speaking of being baptized, let's take a break.
take a break. So, Alex, we're getting to the point where I think we need to start asking, a bit more the harder hitting questions, a bit more serious, if you
Ooh.
don't mind.
Hard
So,
hitting and serious is what I am
yes.
all about.
So between this season and the next season, how are you going to get gayer?
You know, that's a really great point, Diane. Thank you so much for bringing that up.
Thank you so much, Diane.
Um, well, I think as I've mentioned probably a million times before, soon I will be moving in with my boyfriend,
Mm,
and there's probably going to be a lot of gay things happening in that household, and which I'm not going to go into the detail of, because don't I won't be discussing my boyfriend and I's private life here on the pod, but I will say that there will probably be a lot more shenanigans happening, and I
mhm.
think it's just gonna turn me, it's gonna make my wrist just that much limper.
Love that. Love that for
I
you.
it is just gonna be this so
I
much
won't be able
more.
to like I won't be able to like hold like a plate of spaghetti. It'll
Oh
fall.
no, I'll be at work and I'll be like, rushing food out to the customers, and I'll just be like, oops.
Oops. And
It'll
you
just
just
be
like
like, yeah, it'll
you're just
just be
like
a
holding
Caesar
it like
salad just on the
you're
floor.
holding the plate at your side. Like you're not even like the food's just on the floor. It's been on the floor. It's like that
It's just
really
like
leaves the kitchen.
it's like slowly dragging behind.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, okay, here's your
Here's
burger
your
and
crocodile.
here's your
And your
salad. Yeah.
yeah.
And with just like Caesar salad dressing just like dripping behind you. Anyway, how are you planning to get gayer, Joshua?
Um, I'm gonna go out to the club more, hopefully. I hope to find a boyfriend that likes to go out to the club more, so I can do that.
Okay. Is that like a big thing for you? Like if you were to have a
Yeah,
significant other,
I do want a party boyfriend. Yeah.
you want somebody who like wants to, go out and do
Go to the
stuff.
drag shows, go to the dancing. On a guy that like likes to go out dancing. Like not many guys, because like I've gone out dancing with guys, and it's the worst when you're dancing and they're just like bopping
Kind of
back and forth,
just
and I'm
sitting
like,
there.
throw your ass in a circle. It's not that hard. It doesn't have to look nice. You just have to do it.
Yeah, like I want to like feel your booty cheeks like slapping up against me when
Yeah.
like Rain on Me is playing from the
Oh,
loudspeakers.
yeah.
I want to like I'm pretty sure I told you about this, but I told you about the time
Bless you.
when I was at Ego and I got into that like four-person grinding train.
I did not hear about that, but I wish I was there.
You're kidding. I can't believe you haven't heard about this.
So tell me more about it.
Okay, so
Do I know
we
the people who were in the train?
I didn't even know them, so probably not.
So it wasn't
um
like my roommates and like Justin.
no,
It was
no,
strangers.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, no. But so in Providence, Rhode Island, we've talked about this place before, but there's a club called Ego Providence. And there was this one night when I was a freshman, I believe, in college, and I went out to the club with
Third.
yeah, because every Thursday night they have a free drag show that you can go to,
Mm-hmm.
and me and some of my former friends went to the club,
Woo!
and we were having fun, we were dancing, this, that, and the other thing. And then one minute I am like dancing with my friends, and then I genuinely could not tell you to this day how it happened. But and then the next thing I know, there's a guy behind me, and then there's two guys in front of me, all of us just grinding on each other.
Throwing
Just
that ass.
literally like at the same time. And it genuinely was like 1 second I'm dancing with a friend, the next second there's a random dude behind me and two dudes in front of me, all of us just like grinding. And it was just like, what just happened?
Like, hello? What's
Yeah,
going on here? How did you escape, or did you just ride it out till it just naturally?
it went on for probably like 20, 30 seconds.
Mm,
But after I think after a little bit we all kind of dispersed and like went back to our original
our
groups.
groups, yeah.
Yeah, that we were with.
See, if I were
So
there, I'd have been
yeah,
like,
I
"This is
don't know
for
what
me.
I don't know what those guys are up to today, but
We miss you."
it was a fond memory, you know. But yeah, I think it just was like that was like the peak for me.
Peak of gayness. See, that's part of like what I want. Oh, something I think about too. I would love to do. I need a boyfriend that likes to do cool things because a lot of the guys I talk to don't like to do cool things. Um,
Now,
or haven't
sneaky
done cool things.
chance. What cool things do you mean?
With drinking, they can smoke, but I don't want to smoke.
Okay.
Um, and I'd love to do a episode that's like a boyfriend cast.
Oh, we like find you love or something.
That'd be funny too. But thing is,
We
I
play like a dating game to find Josh a nice
don't want to have to feel the pressure to stick to any of it.
oh my God.
but like I would do a dating show, but like
If it doesn't work out, there's
there's not
like
really a winner. I just everyone goes home unless I
yeah,
like
nobody actually meets anyone. It's just
yeah. It's just an episode about me.
yeah, literally just in half an hour episode with commercial breaks,
Oh
just
my god,
solely focused on you.
yeah, entirely.
Hmm.
I'm cool with that. And guys talking to me, and if maybe if I do find what I like, I'll keep them. But then like
Yeah,
I don't know, I'm very picky. Not picky, but like I know what I want, and I feel like it's hard for me to find what I want here.
and I don't know. I mean, even in like the northeastern area,
Yeah,
it's so. I feel like I remember when I was single, it was so difficult to like because if you're in the gay dating world, it is difficult to wade through,
the muck.
who is actually there for like a boyfriend and who actually wants love, and then who will tell you what you want to hear, and then the second that they've like deposited their children into you,
Oh my god.
they ghost you
Striking.
and you're never heard from again.
Yeah,
It is not as easy as y'all may think.
it's not. It's not. And here's the
No.
thing. I've found people that I like hanging out with them, and they're everything I want socially, but not like romantically or like
Emotionally.
sexually.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. No,
And I'm like,
it
yikes.
yeah. No,
I'm like,
I
damn, like
completely
we could
get
be
that.
partying and like platonic partying and just going out and having a good time, but like you keep wanting to shove your hand up my butt.
Yeah, that's a thing that I feel like there was this one time, so when people like to think that whenever a gay man hangs out with another gay man, there has to be some kind of implication of sex, or like
Yeah,
something like has to happen between the two. But
some kind of relations. Yeah,
yeah, which like again, if you're into that, you do you, but it they're gay men. It is physically possible for some gay men to be friends with another gay man without having to like, sniff the other person's butthole.
yeah. I don't have to. I don't want. I don't want to have to know what the your fucking small intestines taste like
Yeah, like I love Josh, but I have never seen any, part of his body.
yet.
Ooh, ooh,
My
girl.
I may be entering my
Oh, oh, your
own
slut pop
phase.
era.
Yeah, as we said. Yeah.
Yes, that is true. That it's true. I could wake up one day and then just like out of the blue, Twitter is flooded with it's the latest in the gays podcast host Joshua Gonzalez uh scares the internet with
I don't break the internet. I scare the internet.
podcast host Joshua Gonzalez breaks the internet with a leak of graphic nudes and a sex tape between him and an unknown mystery man. And you're just like
Yeah,
plastered all over TMZ.
I love that. I love that for me. Um, I don't have any like nudes that are that crazy. I have nudes that I've taken at work.
Uh,
Um, and those are probably as crazy as they got. But I've gotten people ask me like, hey, like I'll be like walking around the mall and I'll talk to someone and they'll be like, "Send me nudes of you like at the mall," and I'm like,
what?
"You want me to whip my dick out at the Forever 21 and take a picture and send it to you?" And he's like, "Yes."
In the Barnes and Noble DVD
In the
section. Yeah,
at
let
the
me
paper
just
source
let me just let me just whip out my boner in the middle of like the Staples like office chair section
in
and
the Hallmark gift card section of the CVS
like what?
at the Sabaro. No.
At the Abon Pan, at the yeah, like Miss
At
Thing,
the Cinnabon? No,
at
not
the
at the Cinnabon.
not the Auntie Anne's pretzels,
At the kiosk, not even the
not even the fucking like
not a
actual
store.
Auntie Anne's storefront. Now it's a
It is a
kiosk
kiosk.
because the Providence Place Mall just has a kiosk for Auntie Anne's. They like don't
Yeah.
have a full, which is
Or at the Apple store. Because
Oh
nowhere to
my God, yeah. No, literally. There's nowhere that you could like sneak around to like, take a pic. It's
take a
like
sneaky
not
sneaky.
only are there, there's the obvious of security cameras.
Okay, I'll take the nude with one of the display
This is
cameras.
just not even, but not even like the iPhones. Like get the iMac. Like
Oh my god, a fucking tablet.
the the full big desktop
Oh
computer
my god.
iMac, and you just like whip it out,
Whip it out, girl.
girl, girl. Yeah. Oh my. Do you think you'd ever be like a scandalo mija, like if some pics of yours like got leaked onto to like the interwebs or whatever?
Eh, they're probably out there somewhere.
I mean, well, because you've said it before, you're confident in like who you are.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool with what's going on down there.
Yeah, you're a
And I
confident
mean,
like person.
I've never if I didn't like a nude, I didn't send it. So all my
Mm.
good nudes are out there.
You got to make sure the
Um,
lighting, you got to make sure the lighting's right, the
yes,
composition,
eh,
the saturation. Got to like put on a nice filter, make sure,
absolutely.
but not like too filtered.
Not too filtered, but two filters for sure, at
Absolutely,
least.
yeah. You
And
got
it's
to
like
make
I'm doing like
sure.
a TikTok filter of like those ones where like that their faces turn into a horse or some shit like that,
God, yes, I do.
or like the one where it's like inverted colors.
Yes, I do. I
I've seen
do.
people on OnlyFans they
Oh
do stuff
yeah.
like that.
Yep. Yeah. There's
Wild,
there's some
wild right there.
there's an OnlyFans person that I follow, and they like to
Oh, you know what I hate?
oh
Sorry, go
what?
ahead.
No, they do like it's like TikTok trends, but they like find a way to make it dirty.
Mm,
Yeah,
fair enough. Or they just do it naked with their wiener flop around.
that
There's
too.
there's someone that like has like the Disney filter, like the Disney face filter.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
They do that and then like jerk
With
off.
their
It's
junk.
no like their face looks like a Disney character, and then
Oh,
they're just whipping it out, and I'm like,
so it's like
this is
so
unacceptable,
so Captain Hook
unacceptable.
like is pulling out his hook.
Well, no. It's like it's your face that's made to
Oh,
look like a Disney character.
okay. So you're looking like Peter Pan
Yeah, you look like Peter
in
Pan.
in okay, wow.
It's bad. It's bad. I
Yeah,
don't like it. I don't like it at
it,
all.
yeah, that's a no from me.
It's a no from me, dog.
Yeah. I don't know. So
Where do we get here? How do we get here? Give me a
I,
map.
we were
GPS.
we were talking about what we were gonna do to be gayer next season.
Oh, yeah. Let's
Yeah.
tether us back to pod related question.
Yeah. What's another question that you have?
Um, Another question that I have. Sorry, I'm like, no,
No,
my brain is somewhere else.
you're good.
Um, is there any particular segment that you wish we just had like what a little bit more time with?
Ooh.
Is there ever a time where you were like, damn, that you were like, I almost want to do a part two to this one because I just have so much more to say.
Uh, you know, I think there were a lot. I don't even think I could pinpoint just one, to be
Mm.
honest, because there were so many segments that I feel like I genuinely could have talked about for like that much longer.
Hmm.
I
I think
genuinely I genuinely feel like there were some that we could have probably gone on for like a half an hour
mhm,
with, but
certainly.
we got a time crunch that we have to keep.
Do. I really think we could have done a Heartstopper debate part two.
Oh,
I don't
one
care
of
about
the
I don't care about it anymore. Let's be totally honest. I think we should do it now. And I haven't watched it. I'm like a
it's already
goldfish.
been it's
I
already been
already forgot most of the
established.
content.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
already been established that you're not
I don't
you're
really. Maybe for
yeah.
Heartstopper season six or whatever. But I do want us to do more like watching media in real time and talking about it.
Yeah. Okay.
I think that'd be a cool thing to start doing.
Okay.
Like I don't know if is Euphoria getting into their season?
They are.
Then the next season, I'll have to watch
Yeah.
Euphoria in
I don't
general.
know if it's coming out in 2023, or I can't remember what the plan is
Ugh. Okay.
for Euphoria season 3, but I know they have apparently started production, but
Okay.
we're not sure like what the plan is or like when that's going to happen. But
Oh, and
yeah, I would love to do some more like popular media related stuff. Definitely.
What I would love to, if we ever get famous enough,
Yeah.
an OnlyFans review. Like people send us like, "Hey, can you review my OnlyFans?" See like which I can do. I'm like,
Oh,
and I'll be like,
that
"Okay, so
would be
here's we." I think that'd be a lot of fun.
here today. Today we are reviewing Daddy Schlong 98's OnlyFans, and
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
yeah.
like we just go down the thing and be like, all right, so here we have a nice picture. We've got the lighting is pretty good. There's a little bit of darkness here, but it's still visible enough where you can see most of it.
Yes, yeah, the thing in this picture is you're taking it from a higher angle, so your top half looks really big, and your bottom half like obviously looks smaller. So it's making your. I think if you took it from a more level, or even from down below, it because you're trying to accentuate your wiener in this picture, and it's really getting
Absolutely,
lost.
yeah. But you know, I
Also,
feel like
if you just like you don't need to like shave your or go do full bald pussy, but like if you just trimmed a
no,
little, I think that help with
just a little,
presentation.
just a little snip snip.
Just a little snip, yeah, just a little snip, snip,
Yeah.
just a little snip, just a little snip.
Are are you are you like somebody who prefers like a nice landing strip, or are you like you really don't give a shit?
I don't care that much, but I don't want it to be overgrown.
Yeah, that's okay. That's fair.
I don't want there to be no signs of like,
You don't want to like come up and then like have an even bigger beard on your face.
ew, yes, that'd be. I had a night. Oh my god, I had this dream where like this guy I was talking to, I hadn't talked to him in like months.
Yeah.
Basically, it's gonna be so gross.
Oh no.
I had a dream where like we like went out and we went back to his house, and I went to like eat his ass, and he like his like ass hair was shedding, and it got in my beard, and I was like, we gotta go. We gotta go.
That's oh God. Oh oh wow. Okay. Yeah.
And I
That
walked in.
that
I had
that's
to. I had to. Not
the
his fault, but he's gone from my life now.
even if even if it was in a dream, it's like I can't take the risk. I can't
Exactly. This is a sign. This is a sign.
I cannot risk it. I don't want to risk waking up one morning with an even bushier beard from
Mm, mm-mm.
courtesy of your behind.
Can't do it.
Yeah,
Can't do it.
no, that's a no for me.
It's a no from me.
Yeah. I just I think I would love to do, you know, that's another thing too. I would love to like interview maybe like somebody in like the OnlyFans world.
Hmm.
I would love to like, you know, really kind of sit and, you know, do a one-on-one and be like, I feel like a lot of people think that, you know, having an OnlyFans is you just like sit there and like film yourself jerking off and then, you know, you're a millionaire. But
Hmm.
like, what's it really like? And
Like
like,
the time crunch, and it's like, is it exhausting having to? Because
yeah,
like, yeah, actually, no. I think I'd have some good questions that are like
because I feel like,
relevant.
you know, it obviously, you know, like it's not, I don't have an OnlyFans, but I feel like that, if that were to happen, wouldn't you like, you know, if you have to like take, you know, film like multiple things of content like over the day, like, wouldn't you kind of just like
Hmm.
get tired after a while?
Exactly. It sounds very physically and emotionally draining.
And especially if you're like, you know, not somebody who can like, you know, finish multiple times in a day.
Hmm.
You're gonna be like, you gotta like, you know, film a couple things and then like, you know, do the big ending
Hmm.
and like, because I don't know, like, but again, I have no idea. So that is something that I would definitely love to find out about.
Absolutely. Um, for sure.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. God, my ear itches.
Crikey.
Crikey, that's smooth.
Crikey, mate. Anyway.
Speaking of crikey,
Oh, golly. Let's take a break.
let's take a break.
And we're back. But we are back for the final time this season. Everybody say, "Aww."
Aww.
It's, you know, this whole season has just been quite quite an experience for the two of
What a
us,
journey.
and
Yeah.
it wasn't. I don't know. I don't even know if it was like anything that the two of us like necessarily saw in our futures, but
Mm.
I'm I mean, I'll be honest. I'm glad that it worked out the way that it did because I this is going to sound cheesy, but I genuinely don't think I could imagine doing the show with anyone else except
Aw.
Josh.
I mean, I think I could do a pretty good job with Oprah,
All right,
maybe
well
Meryl
then I'm
Streep,
done.
maybe Sandra Bullock. You know what? I think I'm really happy that we're here. I'm really happy that it's you.
You know, I
You know,
you
I
know,
don't need them pacing any more clout. I don't need
you
them.
were you were a
Like,
really great affordable option.
thank
You
you,
were a really fantastic affordable option as a co-host. So thank you.
thank you, and you too.
Oh
Oh,
my, yeah. No, but it just like I you know there was there was so much that like went into
otherwise,
this, and yeah, and we I think none of us like foresaw what was going to happen, but
not at all.
there's nothing that you can really predict in situations like this.
Oh,
Like
not at all.
and now that even like going forward, there's no way that we're going to be able to predict like what's going to happen. But now that we know kind of like what to expect a little bit, we know how to like make the show better.
And
And
we have a little bit of experience. Like we've been doing it like this for so long, so we instead of just so like when we started, we kind of always wanted we had the idea of doing a video in the back of our minds, but now that we're doing this part, we kind of know the steps to get to there.
yeah,
Where before it was totally kind of like out of my idea. I would know where to start. We have a really great foundation to build off of.
oh,
That I'm very proud of.
absolutely, yeah. It's God, we did it. We did it. Yay,
Hooray!
we did it.
And also a big, huge
Oh,
fucking thanks to Lance, our tech producer.
hey.
Hey, girl.
I know he did have to take off. To
Mhm.
he had a separate engagement he had to go attend, but he was here for the beginning of this.
I don't know if we approved that. We'll have to talk about that later.
We'll chat with HR.
I don't know if this time off was approved.
Yeah, it's
I don't know how thankful I am.
we really need some team players here
Yeah,
at the
and
company.
this team
Yeah,
was
God, it's
not playing.
a team is a lot like a train. Every car needs to be in motion, and when one of the cars just isn't in motion with the rest of them,
Hmm.
it creates a problem. And
Creates problems.
we really need to make sure that everyone's pulling their own weight here in this team.
That would be nice for once.
No, but seriously, we literally none of this would be possible without him. Because
Yeah, I would
we,
be even more lost, more stuck.
if you thought that Josh and I knew anything about technology and sound equipment and like all this shit that like we have to do to like make the show happen, you are
Sorely
dreaming.
mistaken. Sorely
We
mistaken.
we know when I started off this journey, I had to have like a sit down discussion and like figure out what the different types of mics were because I knew nothing.
Oh no, yeah. Many YouTube videos, many
Many like
conversations, just,
yeah,
and I'm still not totally
so
sure what I'm doing. I'm still not
oh
totally sure what the differences are.
no, and even like next season, I'm planning on investing in some new equipment for for recording because our equipment here has started to find its way out.
Yeah,
Um,
I think the affordability we were talking about is starting to rear its ugly head.
yep. Not that not that we can also afford like the $1,000 like microphones, but it's
I think
definitely
we can do a step up from where we are now.
absolutely absolutely
Absolutely, absolutely.
absolutely. But yeah, he's the person who makes sure that like every week we are sounding good. He helps us with our sound checks. He helps us with like getting set up. He's always helped us like make sure, he's helped us come up with like ideas for like segment
Topics,
names
intros,
and
yeah.
yeah, all the intros that we do. He's helped us like come up with ideas for that. But like everything, tech wise and all the equipment, all the editing, all the
Oh,
like recording, like
and
everything else.
was it your uncle that made our intro song? Big thanks, big shout out to him.
Not uncle, but just like a friend of
Oh, okay.
yeah, just like a
Family.
friend of my dad's. He yeah, our intro was this is gonna be awkward. I don't know the guy's name.
Oh, me neither, but like, oh my God.
Yeah, but so shout out to our the
Shout out
person
to
who
you.
friend of my father's. Hey,
Hiya.
um, yo, colleague. What's up, my colleague?
Not my friend, my colleague,
Yeah, my colleague.
my
Yeah,
peer.
yo, my peer colleague. That's us. But yeah, we did not put this together ourselves. We had to like hire people to like compose the intro music for us,
Mhm.
and they're unlike the fucking cover art for the show. Everything was the cover art that y'all see each episode was literally shot on my iPhone,
Mhm.
and it was just like edited together, and because we don't have a budget,
No, not at all.
so like all of that shit was done with like just my phone. And I feel like this is proof enough that you do not need a massive budget. You do not need to be famous to put
It
together.
would be nice though.
It would definitely help and it would be fun if I had legions of adoring fans crawling at my feet. But
I could
hey,
just. Oh, and one final shout out. Shout out to the peach sugar-free Monster Energies.
oh diva,
Mm,
they have been keeping me
alive.
energized and
Keeping me alive.
ready. If you thought I was naturally making it through this moving process on my own, girl, dream on. I the peach sugar-free Monster energy drinks. If y'all like have not gotten a chance to do so, please fucking go pick yourself up. I don't care if you're a fan of peach or not. Just go pick up a sugar-free peachy keen Monster energy drink. You will be so glad you did.
You will be. You certainly will be.
Oh,
Unpaid sponsorship.
yeah, it truly has become like the light of my life.
And will
Um,
probably also be my inevitable downfall or like give me like kidney stones, but it's worth it.
yeah,
It's worth it. So worth it.
it's so funny.
Mm.
Oh, this before we wrap up, I I recently had a cavity filled
Hmm.
at my dentist office, and you want to know what the first beverage I had after I got out of my dentist office for having a cavity filled was?
Was it a monster?
Mm-hmm. It was a peachy keen Monster energy drink after I had just gotten a cavity filled.
Fair enough. Can't
Look,
I can't. It's sugar free. It's fine. There's no sugar.
I'm not saying we're perfect. Nobody ever said that we're perfect.
But we are caffeinated.
And I was good. If you have you seen that video? That's like I'm caffeinated, vaccinated, and freshly masturbated.
Oh, I've never seen that, but that's me.
And speaking of being caffeinated, vaccinated, and freshly masturbated, you can subscribe to, rate, and review the latest and the gayest on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, and Radio Public. And also, please follow us on social media on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok at TLATG Pod to stay up to date on all things the latest and the gayest. And also, please subscribe to our YouTube channel where you can find all past, present, and soon to be future episodes of the latest and the gayest available for free. And this episode will be available next week, not following the brand new episode, because there won't be a brand new episode because it's the season finale.
Oh,
Oh gosh. And please go
tragedy
check
struck.
out what?
Tragedy strikes.
I truly. And please go check out our link tree, which can be found in the bio of all of our social medias, to not only find where you can listen to the show and all of our social media links, but you can also find some really great links for charities and organizations. For we've got like abortion funds that you can donate to. We've got relief funds for Ukraine and the Old shooting. We've got GoFundMe for was a story that we talked about a couple episodes back about a child in Florida who was a trans child in Florida who was attacked. So there's a GoFundMe set up there. So please go check that out.
Yes.
Um, some like great queer black owned like charities and organizations. There's so much great stuff there. So please go check it out. And with that, we've come to the end.
Aw.
This
Well,
is this is our final sign off of the season.
of the season, I say we're not
No, but
going
just to
nowhere
make it clear, we are coming back for season 2.
eventually.
So you
We
will
don't have a
not
date yet.
you have not gotten rid of us.
Not yet.
But you can expect season 2 of the latest and the gayest coming to your ears and the earwaves of
Ooh.
everyone else in 2023.
Bye.
And with that, goodbye.